Hello, everyone. Welcome to Planet 63 TV. So, to all of the Philippine product fans, importers, wholesalers, distributors, e-commerce players all over the place who are interested in finding a little bit more about Philippine products, you have come to the right place. This is again Planet 63 TV. My name is Ferdinand Soriano, and I am the founder and head sourcing guy of Planet 63 TV. And let me tell you really quick about what Planet 63 TV is about. What we do here at Planet 63 TV is just like what it says on that screen, where we give you the latest news from the Philippine Department of Trade and Investments. You know, basically what's going on in the Philippines between the U.S. and the Philippine trade relationships. We will we'll interview international trade professionals. Like I have someone on board right now who's ready to talk to all of you, and they're the ones who are making things happen in international trade. And we're going to be talking about the up-and-coming Philippine-made products that you guys want to stick around every time we do the show, because these are probably products that you have never seen before. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and introduce my co-anchor or co-host or whatever you want to call him right now. He just wants to be called, period. My co-host for this segment of Planet 63 TV is Jazz Pasqua of Pacific Expo. What's up, Mr. Jazz?
What's up, Mr. Ferdinand Soriano? How's it going?
I am doing amazing. And I hope it's properly. But yeah, I'm glad that you're able to be here and be my partner in crime for this segment of Planet 63 TV, sir. And
it's my pleasure.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, before we go to that, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about what you do with Pacific Expo, my friend. Just give them a little bit of a snippet of what you do for Pacific Expo and what Pacific Expo is all about.
All right. So Pacific Expo is all about, it's a trade consumer expo that we do out in Hawaii. It's like 4 times a year. I am the producer, the co-producer, event manager. I wear many hats at these shows. But this is the show that it's a trade show that we put together for consumers, retailers, buyers, anyone that has products or services that they want to showcase. This is one of the shows that they would want to come to. Now, our shows that's coming up is a food and new product show, which we're going to talk a little bit more about it as we continue on with this TV segment here at Planet 63 TV.
Wonderful. So you're telling me that you're running these shows. I missed that one. Where are you running these shows again?
Honolulu, Hawaii, baby. Honolulu, Hawaii.
We can just entice everybody to go to Honolulu just for the sake of going to Honolulu.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to have to do a show, that would be the best. I'm sure, you could take people around there, and everybody knows what Hawaii is like. So it's amazing to have shows there. I can only imagine what the show must be like. So you probably get a lot of people going, right?
Oh, yeah. We do over 10,000 people in a 3-day period.
Well, see, that's
at the food and new product show.
Well, that's the reason why I invited you to the show, is because, that's something like that. You have all these different businesses that go there. And I want to bring that certain same flavor to maybe doing something in the U.S., in the mainland, introducing Philippine products. And that's one of the ways we're going to introduce Philippine products to the U.S. To event marketing, like what you do now. And you're doing an amazing job, and hoping that you collaborate with us and help us promote Philippine products in the U.S.
Most definitely. I think we got some technical difficulties with the speaker there. But yeah, so I'd love to meet our people out there at Planet 63, our manufacturers. What a great way to, again, market and showcase your product at one of our shows. And I'll be more than happy to share more information with you, or you could visit our website as well, which we'll talk a little bit about at the end of the TV segment here.
Perfect. And if we're into technical difficulties, okay, as they say, the show must go on.
The show must go on.
All right, let's go to what we want to talk about. Let's get into the latest news in the Philippines. And what I wanted to talk about is obviously is big news for everybody, and I'm sure you're hearing it from where you are right now, which is you're in Las Vegas, Nevada, my friend. And I'm sure this is big news to everywhere. The headline, came out last week, Jollibee buys coffee bean and tea leaf. That is an amazing thing. going on, and it's gonna be an international brand, of course. And everybody who knows Philippine products or Philippines, period, Jollibee is this huge conglomerate or restaurant or hospitality, how you ever want to call it. But they just bought out Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, which is going to be amazing things, which means that they might introduce a lot more coffee. They might, coffee products from the Philippines. They might introduce food ingredients. They might introduce a lot of things that we would never even imagine to be introduced at Coffee Bean. But I am hoping that they'll continue to obviously, what I would like to do is introduce a lot of different products or coffee from all over the world. And I think they do that now, but I think with Jollibee taking the helm, they're going to obviously focus a lot more on that, because obviously Coffee Bean was, I think, created or put together here in Los Angeles, I think it was. So I'm looking forward to that. What's your take on that, my friend?
I heard about this. I heard about this news just recently. Also, that Jollibee have purchased Coffee Bean and Tea. The thing is that I'm so happy that more Philippine companies are out there that slowly are inching their way through the United States market and making a presence here in the United States. And the thing is that we need to have more Filipino or Philippine companies to become more mainstream. I mean, it is time for us, Philippine companies that has to be more showcased out here.
Well, I think there's a lot of opportunity with this showcasing Philippine products, but I don't know if Jollibee will lean towards more Philippines. And I'm not taking away from anything that you said, Jazz, but it's more so I think it's just another outlet. It just means that a Philippine company, Filipino-owned company, is making headways into the coffee world here in the United States markets, because I think Coffee Bean is pretty big in Asia and in some parts of Asia, Southeast Asia, I think more so. So to me, what this just basically means is just another channel for possibly Philippine products to be introduced. But it's big because it's Philippine, and I don't think they're going to put the giant B. They're massive, but you never know, right? But I'm just excited for that, because obviously different flavors and different coffees will be introduced. That's for sure.
I've heard that they had purchased another company, or Jollibee had is thinking about buying another company out here as well. I'm not really sure, but I kind of heard through the grapevine that it's in the works. So congratulations to Jollibee. I love their chicken, by the way. I love their palabok and their spaghetti. It's good stuff.
Don't even get me started. Then this is going to be like a Filipino show where there's nothing wrong.
I know, right?
Just more so in tune with the fact that now there's a lot more opportunity, and then it's put up front right away, showcased right up front that a Filipino-owned company is making its mark in the
United States. Yeah.
Yes. That's the latest when it comes to international news and trade and business development between the U.S. and the Philippines. So let's go ahead and, we kind of talked a little bit about you already. So anything else that you want to talk about as far as the international trade, any opinions, anything that's going on in your field, in your neck of the woods as far as event promotion? I think earlier we were talking about something about white label. You want to explain that to me? We were talking before we went on the show. Do you want to kind of give them a little teaser on that, what that is?
Of course, most definitely. I kind of talk briefly about Pacific Expos out there in Hawaii, especially, for those vendors and exhibitors who wants to market their products and services in Hawaii. We have something there that's coming up in October. It's the Food and New Product Show here in Las Vegas. And this kind of goes out to the manufacturers that does white label. I'm not sure if you know about white label. However, we do have a big expo that's coming up February 26th and 27th of 2020. We have over 10,000 attendees at attendee show, from buyers, retailers. We have digital marketing, packaging, everything to do with the white label and manufacturing, and getting the word out there about your company and your specific products. This is, again, it's a huge show. We have over 200 speakers that will be speaking at this event. And we have master classes for those people as well, with over 400 vendors and exhibitors.
I think that's going to be an awesome show. We need to encourage a lot more of the Philippine manufacturers to be a part of that. And I know that that's one of your projects that you're doing with another company and
Yes.
collaborating with them and getting that. But it doesn't really matter. What matters the most is really trying to find markets or avenues for the Philippine manufacturers to be a part of. And what this you're doing with this project, it seems like that's going to be a big one. So yeah, the more you come onto the show, the more we talk about Philippine products. I always want you to go ahead and kind of engage through these videos to the Philippine manufacturers, because that's what they do. They do want to know that. They want to know what's available out there.
Yeah.
We progress. It's going to be there's going to be a lot of a need for that for the Philippine manufacturers. Jazz.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a great avenue again to expose their products and services. Not only that, getting their having their ROI met as well. With over 10,000 specifically targeted vendors out there. I mean, attendees that knows your product, that loves your product. You can't afford to miss this show.
Oh no, you're gonna keep on posting that
I
on
will.
the page and Planet 63 and let us know more about it. Because as I told everybody, the collaboration between Planet 63 and Pacific Expo, this is our way of putting our services together, our resources together to help Philippine manufacturers reach their full potential in the U.S. market. So with that being said, I'm going to move along to our next segment. So did you want to say anything else as far as that's concerned, Jazz?
I think at the end of the TV show, I'll give you guys the websites and the contact information.
Okay.
So feel free to move on. I'm looking forward to some of the content that you have on here, and let's rock and roll.
Yeah, let's do the next segment. The next segment, everybody, it's about discovering Philippine products. Some things that you might or might have seen already in supermarkets, but I guarantee you most of these products are just trying to make their way into the U.S. shores or the U.S. market, and you really just have to pay attention to Planet 63 TV so that you can see all of these products coming out of the out of the Philippines and into the U.S. market. And you really need to support them. And we'll always tell you where you can possibly get these products. But at the end of the show, we're if you're interested in getting some samples, obviously, if you're a wholesaler, distributor, retailer, e-commerce player, and you want to know pricing and the availability of these products, ask for your free sample. Obviously, we want to give it to as much as everybody, to try it. But we're really focused on trying to get this out to the people that can do a lot of damage in terms of marketing them or distributing them. So we're really looking for distributors, wholesalers. If you know them, then let us know, and then we'll send you a sample also, free samples. So just let us know at the end of the show, message us. But with that being said, here's some of the products, and I don't know if Jazz has seen them. So what I like to do is I like to have the guests just kind of give me their gut reaction, their initial reaction on what the product is all about. So the first one, check it out, Jazz. Here you go. Oh, wait a minute. That's by the way, we're calling this segment. We called it "We Found It."
We found it.
63.
Nice.
All right, let's talk about the first product. It is banana chips. I've had my share of banana chips, and I've had my share of hard banana chips, size of a nickel, and then you bite into it, you can actually lose your teeth. And as I get older, teeth is important to me. So this one is it's by a company called JC, and what makes this unique, it's thin, crinkle-cut banana chips, and they're also available. They're organic also. And another label they have that is made from the Philippines, and a lot of people don't realize that the best bananas are grown in the Philippines, and that's what makes this. That's why they're using real fruit. And it's cool because what it is they're thin chips, but they also have like little ridges, so it's good for dipping. I don't know, some fruit cream or some, I don't know, fruit. I don't know what you call those things, but you can put sprinkles on banana, on desserts and things of that nature. So how about you? What's your experience with banana chips, my friend?
Ferdinand, I can attest to that because I've tasted some banana chips out there, and they're like 1 inch thick, where you bite into it and you crack a filling. I'm so glad that we have crinkle cut banana chips here. And I remember growing up in Hawaii, this was a good snack that my mom would pack for me, during school excursions and so forth. But I remember banana chips so vividly. Now I'm so glad that they're thin cut, they're organic, free samples, man. Ferdinand, are you sure you're giving away free samples?
But they have to qualify themselves as
Right.
I'll go bankrupt giving away these freaking free samples. But the reality is you can really help, if you know a distributor, wholesaler, and what we're going to do is so that we can have the masses taste them. We'll have pop-ups that we're planning to do, and we'll tell you more about these pop-ups so that you can taste some of these products in that regards, as opposed to sending them to you individually. But if you really know people, or you're interested in doing e-commerce, or you're a distributor yourself, because that's what I'm hoping, that distributors will see this program, they'll be able to say, oh, hey, I want to try that. We'd be more than happy to do that. Okay, that's the bottom line. So we want to keep promoting these products. And again, these are banana chips, and these are not in the market yet. So please set me up and ask for your free sample. Okay. All right.
I just had to clarify on that free there, because everybody will be blowing up your phone, the website, to get some free samples. So I'm glad that it's clarified.
Yeah, because I know that these are so good, you're curious, but I'm going to have to qualify you on them, only because we want to make sure that you really can do make some, support this product. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next slide, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What can I say? It's ube, right? Trader Joe's having them. All the foodies are all about the ube. Restaurant owners all about ube. There's so many doggone different ways to make this stuff, and it's still very exotic. A lot of people are clamoring for it in different way. Ice cream, cake. I don't know, man. It's just it can be used everywhere. And this particular product is from a company called Magic Melt, and they're ready to get ube powder here. There's a lot of different uses for them, so we're just here to keep on promoting it. Ube right now, there really is a need for it, but I wanted to just show everyone that ube can come in extract form, or it could be in a powder form, and they're putting them in drinks also. I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to see what do you call it, some sort of main dish made out of ube. I don't know. What's your take on it, Jazz?
Ferdinand, I'm glad that you brought up ube, because in Hawaii, it's a crazy thing that's going on. They even have shops dedicated solely for ube desserts. I'm telling you, in Hawaii, they go crazy for ube tarts, ube ice cream, like you kind of mentioned, ube crinkle cookies. It's a hot ticket item right now. And, every time I go back to Hawaii, this is one of the shops that I would go to, and I would get these little ube tarts. It's cream-filled ube encased in a nice crust. And all you do is just pop it into your mouth. Wow. It's so good. I'm sure it's going to come to the United States. And yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm kind of drooling right here, right now. So ube products, it's going to be a main hit when it hits the States. It's a main, it's kind of like a main dessert out there now in Hawaii. They use it in everything, Ferdinand. Ube powder is the go-to thing now.
Yeah, well, from a business standpoint, a lot of people, because sometimes it's hard to get this ube, because it sometimes can be seasonal. It just depends, right? So to me, what we're at Planet 63 is bringing to the table and doing this is that we have sources that if you're a baker, you're a restaurant owner, and you want to get ube and genuine ube, right? Not like concoction or flavored ube or something, then you need to create noise. You need to go ahead and tell your distributors that you want these things, because our target market is really the distributors, Philam distributors, and we just really want to have a place for them. So that's why we're always asking for distributors to pay attention to this show, because we're going to be introducing products that you may want to just carry in your shop, and then in turn you have clientele already, like restaurant owners and bakeries and things like that. So this is going to go through a distributor. You could buy it from Planet 63 individually, but that's not how we're set up. All these people are set up having these things to be sold at distributors, so that you can go ahead and go through them and have it fulfilled, meaning that they can send it to you that way. But
right.
And you want a sample, then that's something we can give you also.
Yeah, I mean, what a great way to get a sample. You know, especially if you're a baker, uh, baking goods, baking desserts, cooks. And you know what, Ferdinand? What's not to like about the ube powder or the ube
Extra.
uh, product here? It's purple. Everybody likes purple, right?
What are you, a Barney the dinosaur guy or something?
I'm a Barney fan. I'm a Barney fan.
Or
You
Coke
know,
or whatever, right? So yeah,
it is something different. So yeah, what's not to like about ube?
just like I said, anybody watching as a distributor, just let me know, and then we'd be happy to send you the samples of these things. Okay. All right. Let's get to the next product. Okay. The next product, drum roll, please. It's Calamansi, and the reason why I included it
Ooh.
could be the very next one that's going to be an amazing product from the Philippines that is going to come right behind ube. Not only because it conjures up images of me drinking lemonade, and I've had calamansi aid or whatever you want to call it. I've actually know people who want calamansi product as part of a beer. I don't know if you've heard of that. There's a brewery in LA that's incorporating calamansi. I don't know if they wanted an extract or powder or the actual fruit, but they're incorporating in beer. And to me, from an herbal or a health purpose, it's if you like lemon and for what its medicinal purposes, not only in taste but medicinal purpose, you're gonna love calamansi. That's my experience was as a kid growing up in the Philippines and
Yes.
9 years old. But what about you? What's your experience with calamansi, my friend?
You know, calamansi is a thing of the past. While I was growing up in Hawaii, we used to have calamansi trees in our backyard. Anytime we do have a sore throat, you know, we have sore throat, we would add calamansi to our tea. We would add calamansi to a lemon drink. So this calamansi powder will go far. It's almost like the ube powder. You know, people will get to know more about it, and they will be creative and start using calamansi in all their dishes. And once that happens, man, it's gonna blow up. I know calamansi powder. It's a thing of the past, and I really enjoy it. I'm glad that it's coming back.
Well, the thing is that to me, the selling point is that anytime you think of lemon, you could easily inject calamansi in there. Lemon cake, lemon bars, lemonade. I don't know anything you think of lemon. You could put calamansi in there. It's a little bit tastier to me, but not because I'm promoting the product. But you got to just check it out. Like I said, it comes in extract, it comes in the powder, and the real fruit. So I think it has a lot of uses. So again, with this product, again, if you have a if you want to get a sample of it and you're or a wholesaler, distributor, e-commerce player, we're good. Just give us a call or message us, okay? Any last comments about the calamansi, my friend?
Yeah, you know, I kind of mentioned this before. When I was young, when I would have a sore throat or a cold, my mom would have make tea with it, and also add honey, and it'll soothe the throat as it go down, and it'll help with the congestion and so forth. But calamansi is a great product. I love it. Especially if you have the fruit. You know, I used to squeeze it all over the pancit, the lumpia. You know, it's great for all dishes when you have the real fruit. But calamansi powder it's just as good.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay, so we've introduced in this segment three products. We've introduced the ube powder, calamansi powder, and then also the banana chips. There are so many more products to introduce in our show. I wish we could do these shows every day, but I know logistically, in terms of schedules and things, we it's hard. But we're trying to do a lot more, and we're gonna try to do three every segment. Uh,
Hmm.
with Jazz or some other our counter or associates in international trade, they can give us their feedback. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to continue to promote these. Tell you, ask for samples. Please ask for samples, and we'll send them out to you. And so we'll end the show with that. So the next segment is just we want to talk about just briefly mention some of our collaborators and what we're doing with Philippine products. We want to do a shout out, so to speak, or an acknowledgement of some of our sponsors. We have a company called Greater Philadelphia International Trading. What they're trying to do is they want to be the premier Philippine ingredient source in the U.S. market. And these are the guys who are going to bring in all these different products also, from the herbal ingredients to Philippine food ingredients. And then we also want to acknowledge our affiliate, because most of the products that we're going to feature on this show are going to be on a site which you all want to visit. It's called www.shopsarisari.com. Sari means in Filipino or Tagalog variety. I guess in a nutshell, that's what it means. So you got to check out that site, because a lot of the products that Planet 63 procures, like these products that you just mentioned, will be on that site. So you got to check it out, okay? And let's see, what else? As far as thanking everybody for promoting Planet 63, I want to always thank the people that kept us going. I want to go do a quick shout out to Consul General Office in the Los Angeles office, Adele Cruz, as well as the new Trade Director, Eric Elnar, the Philippine Trade and Investment Center in Los Angeles, the Phil-Am Chamber of Commerce, especially the Greater Los Angeles, the Philippine Economic Zone Authority, and there's a lot more. But these are the people that I always want to acknowledge at the end of the show. And also, again, if you want to request for free samples, I'll keep that on. Let me see if there's anything else. I'll keep that on. That's the information. While, again, Jazz will go ahead and tell us a little bit about the last thing we wanted to talk about, which is the white label. Again, free samples. Go to Facebook, Planet63. Message us there. Go to planet63.com, Instagram, Planet63, or just email us at info@planet63. So you can't say we didn't tell you how to go get these free samples, okay? Anyway, before we go, you want to share a little bit more about what you said about the white label, that project you're working on, Jazz.
Yes. So thanks, Ferdinand, for having me on the show. I just want to share a little bit about the White Label World Expo. That's happening February 26th and 27th, 2020. So you have a lot of time to get ready and prepare for this event. Again, we'll have over 10,000 visitors or attendees, and most of them are buyers, retailers, CEOs, and big the big wigs, I should say, that comes to this event. So that's going to be February 26, 27, 2020, and the website for that is www.whitelabelexpo.com.
That's going to be pretty exciting. I wish that I had the wherewithal to go ahead and put that into the screen, but again, I'm going to put it in the Facebook page, wherever we're going to post it. You're going to go ahead and write that in there anyway. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands what that project is about. So
yes,
that pretty much ends the show. And I want to just tell everybody that the purpose of Planet 63, again, is to provide the Philippine manufacturers the confidence to be able to export more into the United States markets. Obviously, by doing that, you create a lot more, hopefully, livelihood in the Philippines, because of the fact that the U.S. market is huge. So manufacturers out there thinking about it, please reach out to us and see how we can help you with trying to do all that. And again, with that being said, I want to say, hey, thanks, Jazz. I appreciate you being on the show. I'm hoping that you will find more time to be a part of the show more on a consistent basis. But for now, I'll take what I can get.
Anything for you, Ferdinand. Anything for you.
Well, at the end of the day, you want to give advice, and I can only talk so much. So yes. How about you? Do you have any last advice or any parting advice to Philippine manufacturers out there who are thinking about going into the U.S. market?
Well, I think connecting with the right network, the right people, such as Planet 63, I think that's the catalyst of entering the U.S. market. Get together with Ferdinand Soriano. I mean, he's great in brokering, sourcing, and getting products over to the United States.
Well, with that being said, my friend, I'm going to end our show. And again, thank you, everyone. And please hit us up on Facebook. Check out what we're doing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Jazz.
See you.